Hello once again, dear students. We're meeting for a new session. This is chapter 22 for the 5th grade of secondary. The topic for this class is the written word, tense review. We're going to begin working on a new unit of our books, which is Unit 8, Communicate. Please open your books on page 124. This is the vocabulary section. Vocabulary number 1. The written word. Exercise 1. Match text genders from 1 to 8 with words in the box. Use your dictionary to check the meaning of the other words. So the first word gender is tweet. Text number 2 is a quote. Text number 3 is a cartoon. Text number 4 is a receipt. Text 5 is a recipe. Text number 6 is an article. Text number 7 is a dictionary entry. Text number 8 is an advertisement. Now listen and repeat.
Unit 8. Communicate. Track 69. Activity 2.
Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Article.
Article.
Blog.
Blog.
Cartoon.
Cartoon.
Dictionary entry.
Dictionary entry.
Instruction manual.
Instruction manual.
Label.
Label.
Quote.
Quote.
Receipt.
Receipt.
Recipe.
Recipe.
Review.
Review.
Travel guide.
Travel guide.
Tweet.
Tweet. Exercise 3. Choose the correct words, then answer the questions in pairs. Option A. Do you know any quotes by Shakespeare? Option B. Do you usually follow recipes when you cook, or do you invent your own? Option C. Do you usually read articles in a newspaper, or do you only look at the cartoons? Option D. Do you usually read instruction manual when you buy a new gadget, or do you try to work it out on your own? Option E. Do you usually read the reviews before you see a movie? Option F. If you take a gap year, would you write a blog? Page 125. Reading 1. Look at the texts. Which one do you think looks the most interesting and why? This is a personal question. Reading a strategy box. Identify the gender of a text in order to know what to expect from it. Exercise number 2. Elico Workshop. Elico Workshop, page 125. Exercise 2, reading 1. Elico Workshop, Elico Taller, Elico Workshop, Elico Taller, from exercise C to exercise G. We are working on the first 2 exercises that are left. Read and listen to the texts, write T for true or F for false, then give reasons for your answer.
Unit 8. Track 70. Activity 2. 1.
I'm buying a new car. I'm so excited. I'm going to buy it tomorrow.
2.
The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. George Bernard Shaw, 1856 to 1950.
So, exercise A, text 1. Joanna has bought a new car. This is false because she says that she is going to buy it tomorrow. On text 6, option B, the movie The King's Speech hasn't been a success. This is false. This is false because at certain point in this review, it says after the huge success. Exercise number 3. Find the words or phrases in the text for definitions from A to E. A false or wrong belief or idea, text number 2. An illusion. Option B. Cut into tiny pieces, text number 5, is chopped. Option C. Metro, text number 7, this is a subway. Option D. A place to stay, text 8, accommodation. Option E. The main part in a play, movie, or TV series, for text C, is a steering role. Exercise 4. Class vote. What do you think? Do you agree with the quote in text 2? Page 126, Grammar 1. Tense review. Exercise 1. Read these sentences. Match the verbs in bold to their respective tense uses. Option A. John used to ride his horse every weekend, but he doesn't have time now. Used to talk about a past habit. Option B. You thought I might not want your flowers. Simple past for an action in the past. Option C. The flowers you bought have lasted all this time. Present perfect for an action that started in the past and continues until now. Option D. The biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Present perfect for an action at an indefinite time in the past. Option E. I'm buying a new car. Present progressive to talk about a future arrangement. Option F. Firth is currently working on his new movie. Present progressive for an action happening now. Option G. Some men never think of buying flowers. Simple present for habits. Option H. They were riding on the subway when the train broke down. Past progressive for an action in progress in the past. Option I. I'm going to buy a new car tomorrow. Going to talk about a future plan. Option J. We'll definitely watch the movie. Simple future to talk about a future prediction. The present, exercise number 2. Underline the most appropriate verb form to complete the paragraph. Nowadays, the internet is one of the most popular forms of communication. More than 1 billion people in the world regularly use computers and smartphones every day. Nobody knows exactly how many people have internet access, but experts believe it's around 29% of the world's population. Chat rooms are social networking population. Chat rooms and social networking sites are becoming more and more popular among all age groups. At the moment, IT specialists are trying to improve internet connections to make our experience better. Exercise number 3. Interface. Complete the sentences about yourself, then ask and answer questions about them in pairs. Option A. I often. Option B. I every day. Option C. I don't usually. Option D. At the moment I'm. Option E. These days I'm. Option F. I am not now. What do you do every day? The past. Exercise 4. Complete the text with the correct form of the verbs in parentheses. Use the simple past, past progressive, or present perfect. The inventor, Guglielmo Marconi, sent and received the first radio signal in Italy in 1895. Marconi was working in Italy when he invented the first radio transmitter. But he couldn't get money there to develop it, so he went to Britain. Radio technology has grown considerably since its early development. The first radio station started broadcasting in 1902. Nowadays, there are millions of stations. For the past few years, it has been possible to listen to the radio online. Page 127. The future. Exercise 5. Choose the most appropriate verb tenses. Option A. Am meeting. Option B. Will probably meet. Option C. Will text. Option D. I'm going to stay. Option E. Will apologize. Option F. I'm going to give. Option G. Won't forget. Exercise 6. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in parentheses. Use will, be, going to, or the present progressive. Option A. Scientists predict that in the future communication will be even faster. They say people won't have to speak face to face if they don't want to. Option B. I am meeting Bill later. I have just arranged it. We are going to write our article for the school newspaper together. Option C. I am not doing anything at all next weekend. I haven't made any arrangements at all. I am going to relax. Option D. Experts say that the internet will grow even bigger over the next few years, and soon people won't be able to imagine life without it. Tip chart. The simple present is also used to talk about timetables in the future. For example, the train to London leaves at 18:50. The movie finishes in 15 minutes. Listening. Communications quiz. Exercise 1. Look at the words in the box. What do they all have in common? What they all these words have in common is that they are all forms of communication. Exercise number 2. Listen to the quiz and choose the correct answers. Elico homework of the week. Elico homework, Elico tarea. Elico homework, Elico tarea. Page 127, exercise 2, listening section. From exercise A to exercise E. We're working on exercise F. Emily Berliner invented the box that could reproduce sound in 1876. Exercise 3. Listen again, then write T for true or F for false.
Unit 8. Track 71. Activity 2.
And now, it's the communications round of our quiz. Jack, the first question is for you. Who developed the first alphabet? Was it the Egyptians, the Greeks, or the Phoenicians?
I think it was the Egyptians.
No, it was the Phoenicians, sometime between 3500 BC and 2900 BC. Now, Kathy, it's your turn. What is the first recorded use of homing pigeons used to send messages? Was it in England, Greece, or China?
Was it in Greece?
Yes, that's right. It was in Greece in 776 BC. In fact, the message was to tell the people of Athens the name of the winner of the Olympic Games. Okay, Jack, next question. Who established the first postal service? Was it the Romans, the Chinese, or the Egyptians?
Was it the Chinese?
Yes, well done. The first postal service was in China, but it was only for government use, not for ordinary people. Kathy, when did newspapers first appear in Europe? In 1450, 1550, or 1650?
Well, I know the printing press was invented in 1450, so I'll say in 1450.
Correct. However, the first daily newspaper wasn't until 1650. That was in Germany. Jack, what did the Englishman Henry Mill patent in 1714? Was it the telephone, the telegraph, or the typewriter?
In 1714, I think it was probably the telegraph.
No, it was the typewriter. Jack, for a bonus point, can you tell me who invented the telephone?
Yes, it was Alexander Graham Bell.
And Kathy, your final question in this round. In 1876, Emil Berliner invented a box to reproduce something. Was it to reproduce sound, images, or text?
I don't know. Was it images?
No, it was to reproduce sound, but reproduce it louder. For a bonus point, can you tell me the name of the invention?
I'm not sure. Was it a microphone?
Yes, well done. And at the end of that round, Jack has 9 points, and Kathy has 10 points. Join us for the next round after the break.
Option A. The Greeks started using homing pigeons around 1775 before Christ. This is false. Option B. The first message sent by pigeon was about an invasion. This is false. Option C. The first daily newspaper appeared in 1650 in Germany. This is true. Option D. Emil Berliner invented the microphone. True. Page 128. Speaking. Good news. Josh is talking to his dad about a prize he won at the school art competition. Listen and complete the dialogue.
Unit 8, Track 72. Speaking.
Dad, guess what?
What?
My group won the Recycle and Create Art competition at school.
Congrats! I'm sure you deserve it. You've always been a great student. How many students took part?
Around 100, I guess. We were all evaluated based on creativity, percentage of use of recyclable and environmentally friendly materials.
I know how hard you and your friends worked to collect all those bottles and cans and create a wonderful panel.
Yeah, and we know how important it is to reintroduce all that trash in the cycle of life.
I'm so proud of you, son. There's an exhibition of the projects, isn't there?
Yeah, it is going to be open till the end of next month.
Great! So your mom and I can visit it next Friday. What do you think?
Option A. 1. Option B. I've always been. Option C. No. Option D. Worked. Option E. It is. Option F. I'm. Option G. There's. Option H. It is going to be. Option I. Do you think? Functional language box. Talking about news and sympathizing. What happened? How was it? You did a great job. Congrats. You deserved it. Speaking task. Write a new dialogue between you and a friend. Step 1. Choose a situation or use your own ideas. I have failed my exams. I have tickets for the music festival. Step 2. Think about what you say. I've had some bad news. There's some good news too. Think about how your friend responds. Oh no, how terrible. Congratulations, that's wonderful news. Step 3. Write your dialogue. Step 4. Work in pairs. Take turns practicing your dialogue. And this is the end of today's class. Have a great day and see you next time.